left the school.
Okay.
So he created his own. He was like a pretty much like a break off group. So we the original school. You know what I'm saying? We follow a man named Commander Journey Yohana. That's his name. He's the man that the seven heads of men that started the school passed it down to him. So we kept the doctrine, never changed it, never added nothing to it, nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so as far as beliefs of an Israelite, what are the beliefs of an Israelite?
Okay, real simple. I mean, glad you asked. That's a good question. We believe that black people are the original Jews.
Right.
We're not Africans.
Right.
We also believe that, Christ is coming back, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, to establish black people on top.
Right.
We don't fight for equality. We don't fight to, be a part of white man's system.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're here to build up our communities up. You know what I'm saying? We also believe that the Hispanics, they are brothers as well. The Hispanics, the Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans, anybody that went through the whole diaspora of slavery,
Yeah.
they are people. You know what I'm saying?
And what's the symbol stand for?
This is King David's name in Hebrew.
Okay.
It's called the Dawadah. And when you read about Christ, it said that Christ sits on the throne of David. You know what I'm saying? So when you read, you got a Hebrew alphabet,
Yeah, I was going to ask you, do you believe in the Hebrew Bible, or is that like your preference Bible?
like the Torah.
I guess.
Yeah, the Torah is the Bible. The Torah is just the Old Testament.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is that called the Hebrew Bible?
You can say that. Yeah, you can say that.
But
Yeah.
it's properly pronounced as Torah.
The Torah. Yeah, we call it the Torah. Yeah, we call it. Yeah, we don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster.
Oh, you don't eat shrimp?
Don't eat
And
shrimp.
seafood?
No seafood.
Oh, I thought I was an Israelite.
No, you are Israelite.
I know.
But like,
Yeah, I am.
God
No,
gave us laws.
yeah,
God
for
gave us
sure.
customs.
Yeah.
People believe that the Bible is a
They all
religious
look
book.
up at me like, what?
Yeah, people believe that the Bible is a religious book. It's not.
Right, it's not.
The Bible is pretty much like a teaching, but it also has the laws, the history of the Jews, the history of us going through Egypt, the history of us going through the captivity.
So basically, what you're saying is when you read the Bible, you're reading it from a perspective of the Jews are us. We are the Jews
We're
in the
the real
Bible.
Jews. Yeah, we're the real Jews.
Right. Because, and correct me if I'm wrong, does Christians say we're somebody else in the Bible? Is that where the disconnect comes from between Christians and Israelites?
So when you read about Christians in the Bible,
Yeah.
Christians, people think that Christians is like everybody's a Christian.
Okay.
But Christian in the Bible, it was like a derogatory term.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, take for instance, somebody today say, "Oh, he with them Hebrew Israelites." Like it was a cult. Christ was a cult leader. You know what I'm saying? People call Christians as if they were like cult in a cult.
He is a cult.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because Christ pretty much like was against the Roman society. Because during that time when Christ was around, the Jews were under the Roman Empire.
Oh, so Christ was against the black people.
Christ was against the Romans.
The Romans.
The
The
Romans.
Romans was with the Jews. What the Jews was in Rome.
The
Am I hearing
Jews,
this?
okay, Jews were in the Roman captivity. Think about colonization. The Romans went to Israel and colonized Israel. That's why a lot of Jews during that time spoke Greek. They spoke Latin. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you read the New Testament, the writers wrote it in Greek.
What do you think about Greeks?
They're the devil. They're
Ah.
the devil.
But Jews spoke in Greek.
Jews spoke Greek. We spoke English.
Right.
We spoke English. We speak Spanish because we were under the Greeks. We were under captivity.
Under captivity, that's the key word. Captivity.
Yeah, captivity.
Yes. Okay, I'm learning over here.
We spoke, yeah. Our people spoke a lot of languages because of captivity. You know what I'm saying? We was
That's why
under.
my people spoke French.
We spoke French. That's why
Yep.
Haitians speak French
Yep.
because they was under the French. That's why a lot of Dominicans speak Spanish because it was under the Spaniards. That's why we speak English because of
So
America.
why do you think Greeks are the devil?
Same how Donald Trump is the devil. You know what I'm saying? If you read about Alexander, you know about Alexander, right?
Oh, Alexander McQueen.
No, Alexander the Great.
The Great, I heard it.
You heard of him?
Yeah,
Okay. Alexander the Great, you know, man, you gotta come to class.
I know this. I'm a medical student, so I fill my brain up with science,
That's
health,
good.
health.
That's good.
Yeah.
We need to see more black women in the medical field.
Yeah, so that's why I'm so curious. That's why I'm like, what? And I also come from a background to where I was in a family with a lot of pastors. So they were all Christian,
Right.
some Catholic. My dad actually became a Muslim, and his father is a Christian. So my family is very much
Everywhere.
and I'm more so like I had a professor before, and he talked to me about being an Israelite. He talked to the class, and I was on board. I'm like, yeah, we're Israelites. I'm telling the whole class, like, they like, you don't even know what that is. I'm like, he just gave us a whole history lesson. He just explained to us how black people are Israelites. Why don't you believe that? But you believe what they say when they tell you a Christian.
Right. We have a lot of identities here in America. We was called Africans, Negroes, Afro-American. We're the only people on the planet Earth that don't have an identity. The only ones.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? You ask 10 black people what their nationality to this day in 2026, you'll get 10 different answers.
Yeah, for sure. We can go around right now and ask, and it'll
What's
be
the nationality?
right.
Some people say Christian. I'm a Christian.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Like we
So
do.
honestly, that's just where you from. Nationality.
Yeah, like your ethnicity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Exactly.
you.
That's
You know
what
what
you
I'm saying?
identify as. But nationality, everybody out here, unless you're from somewhere else, we all got the same nationality. And a lot of people don't know the difference between the two. But that's nice. So what do you think is something that everybody should know about Israelites?
A lot of stuff. We don't affiliate ourselves with no other group, no other religion. Us as we're the ISUPK. That's just what we are. Listen, when we say Israelites, people think about different groups and different organizations, but we are the original, the only ones that people should actually listen to. You know what I'm saying? We also do debates too. We do debates, panel discussions. Like we travel across the world. We do cookouts. Like, we do all that shit.
Now this is a random question. What do you think is the profession of most Israelites?
Like as far as like working, all type of professions. Some people work construction. Some people are doctors. We also got doctors in our school too.
Yeah.
We got doctors in the psychiatrical, in the psych field, medical doctors, construction workers, in all fields. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I held the book long enough. I guess I gotta buy it.
You wanna buy it?